Welcome to Werezilla's Retrospective. I'm your host, Werezilla, and it's time for us to return to the month of the Bionicle. Next up is Bionicle 2, Legends of Metru Nui, although the 2 in the title is a bit misleading.
Despite the 2 in the title, this is actually not a sequel to the original movie. Rather, it's a prequel to everything that happens with the Sixth Toe we have known for the first 4 books and Mask of Light. This movie, and indeed the second story arc of the franchise, focused on the Turaga when they were heroes on a different island altogether.
Ah yes, a year-long story arc they tried to compress into one movie, because that worked out so well for the last Airbender movie.
We open on the island city of Metru Nui, with a Toa known as Likan giving stones to Matoran from 6 individual subsections of the city. But apparently it only occurred to Likan to explain what's going on to the final Matoran, Vakama. But he's quickly attacked by a pair of Dark Hunters, Nadiki and Lugnut from Transformers Animated? That's what he looks like to me. So Likan gets Vakama out of danger only to be captured by the 2 Dark Hunters. Then this happens.
I must have the Mask of Time.
Less than a minute later...
Without you, we have no Toa. Oh, who will protect us now?
You should not blame yourself, Vakama.
Turagaduma.
I have come for the Mask of Time.
You know, at least the books didn't immediately give away the fact Makuta was involved. So much for subtlety.
Not that the fact this character's name is Duma helps. So the leader of Metru Nui, Turaga Duma, wants Vakama to make him a Mask of Time, suggesting he use something called a Great Disc to make the mask. But Vakama points out only Toa can retrieve them. Why only Toa can find Great Discs is not explained in the movie. So Vakama and the rest of the Matoran arrive in Metru Nui's Great Temple, and the stones promptly turn them into Toa Metru. Now bear with me, because this will be kind of important later. Nokama, Toe of Water, gets a pair of axes. Matau, Toe of Air, gets a pair of swords. Nuju, Toe of Ice, get what appear to be spikes. Wenua, Toe of Earth, gets a drill. Anawa, Toe of Earth, gets a pickaxe. And Vakama, now a Toe of Fire, gets a disc launcher. I think he got the short end of the stick in this one. However, he does get a vision that the new Toa need to find the Great Discs in order to save Metru Nui. Why the rest of the Toa don't get similar visions is a mystery to me. Inspired by Vakama's vision, the Toa go on an epic montage to uncover the Great Discs. It omits their battle with a giant plant monster and a shapeshifter, thus saving Metru Nui twice in the process. But I guess they had to, because otherwise Turaga Duma wouldn't be able to get away with this.
Perhaps they sought to entertain us during this difficult time.
Or are they imposters responsible for Toa Likan's demise?
Seize them!
So Duma attacks the Toa with the floor, I guess he's a fan of the Ultima games, and when that doesn't work, he releases a bunch of his minions, the Vaki, and Nuju, Wenua, and Anawa are captured. Makuta talks to Duma, once again showing this movie doesn't know how to create any subtlety with its villains. The 3 remaining Toa escape, and Vakama gets another vision telling him to save the heart of Metru Nui, which he assumes means they need to find Likan. Never mind the fact that 3 of your own teammates have been captured and are more in danger than Likan, who as far as you know is probably dead by now. Anyway, they run off and get caught in a stampede of rhino-looking things, at which point Nokama discovers her mask power gives her the ability to talk to animals. Meanwhile...
Now we gotta get out of here! Oh, this is just great. When I woke up, all I worried about was cataloging. Now I go down in history as Metru Nui's most wanted.
You? I'm the one suffering here, stuck with a Komatoran big brain and an Onomatoran stock boy.
Hey, whoa.
We will never escape. Our freedom is gone. Our future is hopeless.
Oh, boo-hoo! I got my house destroyed by an insane Decepticon, but you don't see me complaining about it. A mysterious Turaga is also in their cell and teaches the 3 Toa the Miyagi-style discipline in order to uncover their own mask powers. Anawa has the power of mind control, and Nuju's mask power gives him the ability to blow up rocks, apparently. Well, okay, technically it's telekinesis, but this scene doesn't portray it properly. Meanwhile, Vakama and the others arrive at their prison and have to fight off an army of Vaki to get inside. Or rather, Vakama and Nokama do so, while Matau pointlessly screws with Nadiki and Lugnut when he discovers his mask power is shapeshifting.
Where'd the Toa go?
You must have let him slip past. Circle the other way back. Where did the tower go? You let him get by you?
Maybe he sneaked past.
Once again, dialogue brought to you by the Department of Redundancy Department. Meanwhile...
Excellent. Duma's mask has been useful. Now for its final task. The future will be mine, even without the mask of time.
So why have that scene earlier of Duma talking to Makuta when Makuta was Duma this whole time? Back with the three captured Toa, Wenawa discovers his mask power is... directions? I guess. All six Toa meet back up after Matau pointlessly fucks around with his shapeshifting some more, and all discuss how they all got their mask powers. Except for Vakama. So let's recap. He was the last one to get a Toa Stone from Lee Khan, which also means he had to watch him get captured in the first place. He was the only one without an actual weapon like the rest of the team, and now he's the only one who hasn't discovered his mask power. This movie should have been called Bionicle 2, Vakama Gets Shafted. The mysterious Turaga then reveals he's really...
Toa, Likan?
No, Vakama. You are Toa. I am Turaga Likan.
Foreshadowing! Oh, wait. This is a prequel. The Toa are Turaga in modern day. Never mind.
No time to celebrate Likan's survival, though, as they find the real Turaga Duma. Too bad the audience already knew Makuta was impersonating him, and now we're just waiting for the Toa to catch up. The Toa arrive at the Great Coliseum to confront Makuta, but it's already too late, as he's put all the Matoran and Metru Nui himself into a deep sleep. The Toa get as many Matoran as they can and get the hell off Metru Nui. Nadiki and Lugnut are not so lucky.
Now, join me. Be part of my power.
Makuta attacks the Toa with the ocean, so Nuju levitates Vakama up to the balcony to confront Makuta himself.
Mask of time. You are a great mask maker. You could have many destinies. Come, join my brothers and me.
With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy.
Naturally, Vakama refuses and uses the Mask of Time, which doesn't seem to do anything. Why did Makuta want to use it again? Likan steps in and stops Makuta's attack, but he's not as resilient to attacks than he was when he was a Toa, so...
I am proud to have called you Brother Toa Vakama.
Likan is dead. Vakama then discovers his mask power, invisibility. He uses it to knock the Mask of Time out of Makuta's grasp and causing it to be lost in the ocean forever. How this would hinder Makuta, who is a god, is a good question. Makuta attacks Vakama with a shadow hand that comes out of his chest. Yeah, that would have been really useful to use in the last movie, if that's just me talking. And of course, Vakama evading his attacks results in this. God of Shadows, everybody. Taken down like a Looney Tunes villain. The rest of the Toas show up and encase Makuta in Protodermis. How they knew they could do that, You know what? Fuck it. I've said that way too many times over the course of the last 2 reviews. Let's just move on. So some time passes and the Toa have brought all the Matoran to a new island, where they proceed to give up their powers to awaken the Matoran, turning themselves into the Turaga we all know and love from the first arc. And it even ends with Fakama giving Lakan's mask to Jala.
Well, I give this movie credit for at least having an ending that has some level of closure.
Once again, the movie suffers from needing to know the source material in order to know what's going on, though it does have a better story overall. Legends of Metru Nui is more of a story of how the Toa come into their own and how they cope with that situation. In that regard, it's a more character-driven movie rather than a convenience-driven one like Mask of Light.
Of course, the attempt to show the whole Toa Metru arc is a mixed bag. On the one hand, it showed exactly what it needed to, making it easier for newcomers. On the other hand, it's not explaining things that keep longtime fans out.
It's true that the bulk of the series is told in books and webcomics, but the fact that one needs extra material to tell a whole story is an unfortunate flaw that, while Bionicle is not the first franchise to do so, I'm looking at you, Star Wars, I'm not giving it slack for that either.
And if you think that's just a minor issue only for this movie, just wait until next time.